Kevin with Gone Rogue Games here with another What I Got in Today, and we got some juicy stuff in today. This is the Ultra Premium Collector's Charizard from Pokemon. This is a highly anticipated product, as Charizard is probably the most popular Pokemon, and now it gets the Ultra Premium collection treatment to it. These have been very successful with ones they've done in the past. They did the Pikachu one for the, was it Champions Path or Celebrations? I think it's Celebrations, right, when they came out with it. So this one is going to be good old Charizard. Gets the, looks like there's going to be some gold tokens. Let's just unbox this. Let's waste some money here. You guys are worth it, right? Let's actually unbox this sucker and see what we have inside. And then, I'm not going to open up the packs, but at least we'll get to see what is contained. So it says in here, what is contained is, doesn't even say, oh, yeah, it does. So it says 3 etched foil promo cards, Charizard, V-Max, V-Star, and V. A playmat featuring Gigamax Charizard, so there's a playmat in here. 65 card sleeves, 1 metal coin, featuring a gigantic Charizard, and 6 metal damage counters, 2 metal condition markers, 1 V-Star marker, acrylic, and 16 packs. So you get quite a bit of value in here. It doesn't look like there's a gold card, though. That's what the Pikachu one had, was a... I'll go grab one real quick and we'll compare. We'll compare and contrast. So... still got one of these suckers that's sealed. This was the Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection. And it did not come with a playmat, but it came with that Chase Gold Pikachu card you could get, and a Charizard was in here, right? So I think there was like a random like the cards, there are different versions of them you could get, and so it gave this like a little more collectability. So that's one thing that I think that this product doesn't have going for it that this one did, is because you couldn't, if I remember correctly, you couldn't get the entire, like, these were still collectible. Like, you got a random one in here, so you'd have to buy, theoretically, you'd have to buy multiple of these if you wanted to collect them all. And this actually doesn't have it in there. Interesting, interesting. I wonder why that's why this one's tanking. So this one did the opposite. This sucker came out, like, expensive, and then people realized the printer was quite high, and then it tanked, and then the prices were skyrocketing right back up with this Ultra Premium Collection Celebrations. So... I wonder if that's the case with this Charizard one. So I've just been noticing that they're pre-selling. These suckers were all the way up to like $350 at one point, and now they've come back down to earth of being like $175, $180 when I last checked them, and they just continued to tank, because I think the MSRP for these was supposed to be $100 or $125, somewhere around there, like somewhere in the ballpark of $100 is what you're supposed to pay for this. But of course, anything collectible in Pokemon or Magic that has low supply is going to go for a pretty penny. So this is no exception. My numbers were okay. I got about a dozen from the various distributors I was able to get these from. And so that's pretty reasonable, because I don't do it. I don't do nearly the amount of Pokemon that I do with Magic. So Magic, my numbers are way higher just from the volume that I do with Magic. Pokemon is way lower because I just don't have the kind of the market for it that I do with. Okay, so there we go with the good old playmat. Let's see how this sucker looks. See if it's good quality or trash quality as I unbox it. So we get the playmat here, which is, it's okay. It's just a regular Pokemon playmat. Kind of snazzy there. Gonna take some while to get the wrinkles out. And it's actually a smaller playmat. I don't really like these about... it's like not your standard size playmat. It's smaller than a standard size, which can be good and bad. Like in some instances on a smaller table, it won't take up... You know, you're not like pushing your playmats against each other and overlapping them. But this is kind of a small playmat compared to... Speaking, you can see the playmat. I have a standard size one on my screen right now. And you can see it doesn't nearly cover the standard size. So, is what it is there. I'm not sure if all Pokemon playmats are this size. If I remember from the... Would they come out with like an Eevee one not too long ago that had a playmat? Was that wasn't an Ultra Premium Collection, was it? The Eevee? The Shino, it was Radiant Eevee. Radiant Eevee, as they came out, had a playmat in it. So I'm not sure if it's the same size as that or not, if I remember correctly. So cool little playmat there. Okay. Now we have, in here we got 1 box. We got 2 boxes. We got 3 boxes in here. I'm not going to open up the packs So we have this little Sword and Shield guide. So is Sword and Shield done? I can't remember if this is the last set that's coming out with the so it shows, yeah, Silver Tempest and then Black Star promo cards. Okay, yeah. So it goes Sword and Shield, then it shows your Rebel Clash. So I think this is just the ode to the Sword and Shield series. And the next one we're gonna be going back, or the next one's probably gonna be done with Sword and Shield, and then it's gonna go to something else. So shows you the set releases, which is kind of cool, which is good because I need to learn this kind of stuff too. I'm still new to the Pokemon collecting genre and selling genre. I've been kind of lazy with it. So this is pretty cool. It shows you like the chase cards out of each set, and yeah, not a bad little booklet here for the collection. That actually just fits. There's like a little snug compartment in there that it just fits right in. Goes right in. If I can find how to put it back in. Okay, there it is. Fits right back in like that. So nice and snug there. And then we have these sleeves. I've been pretty impressed with the quality of the card sleeves lately, but this seems like they're, I don't know, the fronts have been a better texture for sure, but it's usually these silver card sleeves. Pokemon doesn't have the best quality card sleeves. I wish they'd like pick up something like Dragon Shield to make their sleeves, and it'd be like an awesome product. Then with some super high quality sleeves in there. We have the metal coins. Well, those have some hefty, nice little weight to them for both the poison and the burn token. I would have preferred maybe some coloration to them, but I guess, you know, people like the white to them. But yeah, these are nice and hefty cards. And of course, these beautiful metal dice. These are actually really cool. So you get 6 dice in here for the Pokemon damage counters. And that is all she wrote out of that one. So as far as packs, looks like you get Fusion Strike, Fusion Strike, Fusion Strike, a V-Star, a coin to flip. There's a beautiful heads, tails coin flip. Ooh, that's got some nice heft to it too. Really like these coins. 3 Evolving Skies. So I'm sure there's going to be all the packs in here. So 3 Fusion Strikes, 3 Evolving Skies. We have Darkness Blaze and Vivid Voltage, which is good that those might be lower on the let's see here. So we have, yep, so one of each of these ones. So these you get the Evolving Skies, which you want. We got 2 Lost Origins, which is one of the newer sets, 3 Astral Radiance, and 3 Brilliant. So I'm not sure if these are going to be random, or typically they're not with these box sets. They are going to be all the same. So having 3 Evolving Skies, of course, is really good in here. I'm thinking, what's the next biggest set? I know for a while Vivid Voltage and Darkness of Blade were, but these guys got reprinted into the ground. The problem with both these sets is they were like hot during the pandemic sets, and so that triggered a massive reprint with Pokemon for those 2 particular sets, and they both are great sets. They both just got reprinted into the ground. All right, then we have the good old Charizard promos, which we'll see here. And here we have the beautiful Charizard V with Incinerate and Heat Blast. Little lazy Charizard. And nice little foiling process on this sucker. Then we have the Charizard V-Max. And we also have, that has Gigantamax, evolve some Charizard V. And then we have the good old Charizard V-Star, which, what does that come out of? Sword and Shield. It's a promo. Does it actually come out of something else with a V-Star? Was there a V-Star that was, because V-Stars didn't they come out in, not before Lost, is the set before Lost Origins, right? Astral Radiance is when they made V-Star, or did it exist before then? Not quite sure. The Star Blaze, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. You can't use more than 1 V-Star in a game, so there's 320. Boom! 320 damage. And if it has any damage counters on it, it does 100 plus 130. So this is a pretty good, wow. It's a very strong, very, very strong V-Star for knocking out some Pokemons. So, really cool promos. I think that's the main thing for buying these, is to get the promo. And it has some nice little packs in them. But not having that chase card, ooh, I don't know. Not having that chase card makes me feel a little bit leery about this product. Because, or weary, leery, I might have actually even using the word weary and leery right. Yes. Good old English. Because I think that added to the mass collectability of the Pokemon ones with having to, if I remember correctly, I think you do get different ones. Someone correct me in the comment section if I'm right or wrong. Who knows what I'm talking about? And I can't even figure out how to open up this box. We will figure it out later how to reopen this box. But all in all, pretty cool product. You definitely get your money's worth. Definitely get your money's worth out of, what, 18 packs here for, so right there, like the baseline, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 packs here. So 16 packs at, you know, $4 a pop is usually what they retail, $4 to $5 a pop for these suckers. I mean, Evolving Skies are all the way up to 7. I mean, you have a pretty decent value right there from the packs alone, and then you have these nice promos and playmats and stuff to go with them. So overall, pretty cool product. I don't think you're disappointed. I wouldn't be paying like $200 for these suckers, though. No way I'd be paying that much for this sucker. I don't think they're that collectible and that special compared to the other, the one with the gold cards that came out from the celebrations. So a little bit disappointed there. Other than that, though, I think it's still a very reasonable product if you can find it around the MSRP price. Patrons that pre-ordered, I don't know exactly the price it's going to be for the Ultra Premium Collection. The distributors are all over the place, so I'm going to charge what the highest distributor charged me, which I think is going to be around $85, if I remember correctly. I know I have the option to buy more of them at $95, and I haven't taken, I don't know when that expires, to get more of those, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna pass on those or actually get more now that I've seen the product. All right, another thing that came out is these beautiful tins. So we have a fire with a good old Charizard on it, and we have the, what is that, one of the Eevee evolutions? I have not a clue. And we have a fighting. This looks like it's a fighting up a good old fisting type here with the cat. Can't remember whether that one is like the werewolf person. I don't know, but these ones are kind of cool. I'm sure the Charizard one's gonna go for more than the rest, so I'm gonna let's go ahead and take the fighting. That's my favorite type, and we'll open up and see what packs are in these suckers. Got the Cubone there. Love the Cubone, and know that Pokemon at least. Know some of the OG Pokemons, but when you start getting to these newer generation Pokemons, I have not a clue. Haven't played enough of the game to know. So that was loud opening. So tins come with just 3 packs usually, and that's it. Sometimes they come with other stuff like a little card in them. Just seems like it's going to be... And they keep printing this specific one. I wish they'd go away from this and actually put different characters on them. Rather than maybe they just have like a warehouse full of these Eevees, but these Eevee ones are so common at this point. They come in all of the stacking tins that they printed for a while. So in this one, kind of disappointing. Lost Origin, Vivid Voltage. I pretty sure they're going to be the same in every box. I think Pokemon's been so inconsistent with this. Sometimes these are random. Sometimes these are the same in every box thing. So maybe all the fire ones are going to be the same. But the more recent products that I've been open, they've always been the same ones. So this is going to contain just the double Lost Origins and the one Vivid Voltage. So since I am still playing in a league here, I can use these cards for league cards. So I'll go ahead and open these up since people are of course, I'm sure, dying to see some Pokemon openings. So we got a black one, which is good. We're looking for black key code cards for anyone who wants to redeem. And let's see what we got. So, ooh, I see something good back there. We get Fisting with Fisting. Fantina. And we go to Snovar into the I'm off the camera here, the Basculogen. And Aerodactyl V. This might put me into fisting now because this is my second one in League. If you know what I'm talking about, something we do here at our store on Saturdays is we do a Pokemon League. Right now it's Lost Origins, so you start with the whole Build and Battle Stadium, build a deck out of the cards that you get out of the Build and Battle Stadium, and then every time you lose a match or every week you can add a pack to your pool. And so by the end of the league, you have a pretty decent little deck, and it's a fun way to collect cards and get excited about opening packs. And this Aerodactyl is super, super good. This would be my second one in my league, which I'm super stoked of. Right now I'm playing a Psychic deck, but I could definitely justify going over into the fighting now. All right, on to the second pack. We have another black cold code card, so hopefully something good with that V-Star that's coming up. Oops, I think I messed up here. So, oh no, I see what it is. Where was I? Where'd I go? Hey, I'm way all over the place here. Did I not get oh, the V-Star actually is the energy. That's what messed me up. So we have Thornton, Bronzing. Yeah, so we're good here. We're good here. That's where we should be. So, Horsey, C-Dot, Gengar. That is the Gengar from the Trainer's Collection. So I actually don't think it's in the set. It is in the set. Okay, this is just the other version of them. It's the Trainer. So you can, once per turn, if you're in your discard pile, you may put it on your bench, put 3 damage counters, and put 2 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon for each Pokemon on their bench. So it's a pretty version of Gengar. My deck right now does run the Gengars. I already have 4 of them, too, because it was in my stadiums, had a bunch of Gengars in them. So super common card if you open the stadiums, because a lot of them have this. And this will also go in my deck. So another awesome pack, another Spectre, and it goes perfect. This is the perfect card to actually pair with your Gengars. So you choose two of your opponent's Pokemon, you put 2 damage counters on each of them. This is a cool one because what you do with the Spectres and whatnot is you can start stacking damage counters on their bench. So if they put like a Pokemon that they're waiting to build up on their main spot, I mean on their bench is waiting to build up, you can start putting damage counters on it. So anyway, that's enough of the opening up of the Pokemon. We got one more beautiful Pokemon product that came in. This is the Hisuian Zodiac here. So we'll go ahead and open this sucker up to see exactly what it contains in here. So you get the big Zodiac, which is a pretty neat little basic card for sure. And we have the pin. That's a cool pin, actually. I really like this pin. That just pops. I like the blue and the pink and the white. It really pops there with this one. Then we have the V, the Zodiac V. This is one of Sam in our league has this. He has this in his league, and it just wrecks my deck because it allows you to switch. I have a card that has a ability called Doom Curse, which gives your opponents, like your Pokemon, 1 turn to stay out before it gets knocked out, and then just uses this ability to switch it, and then Doom Curse becomes invalid, and it really just messes it up. And we have the V-Star version of it with the Tickling Curse with the V-Star version. So the cool pin here does have the specific, or pin. This is not a pin, Kevin. This is a oh my gosh, coin. Look at me go. I am just wonderful here. And we have, of course, the big card that goes with it. And this one is going to contain Lost Origins, Astral Radiance, Fusion Strike, Lost Origin, Evolving Skies, which is good because we need more Evolving Skies in the market, and Chilling Rain. So all of these packs are actually pretty good ones here. Yep, so Lost Origin, Astral Radiance, Evolving Skies, Fusion Strike, and Chilling Rain. So you get, again, 6 packs. Not sure what the price on these are. Typically, these are around 24 patron price. I think they're supposed to sell for 37 or 35, somewhere like that. Like, that's probably Pokemon margins. They're so horrible compared to distributor price. But if you are interested in one of these, I do have some of these available to patrons at that discounted price. And yeah, just let me know if you're looking for this sucker. Won't open up any of the packs because we are good here with pack openings today, because I want to show one more product before I let everyone go today, which came in, and I guess more Zodiacs came in. I'm not going to open all these Zodiacs. We have this game, which is Viscounts of the West Kingdom. Just had 2 expansions. So this is this game's really good. He's one of my favorite designers. This is Shem Phillips. So this is an action, kind of a movement action selection game. So what you're going to be doing is on your turn, you're going to be moving your guy a certain amount of times down this path, and then you take the action on the path, and then you can play, it'll trigger things from cards that you have in your tableau, and you're fighting for positioning in this centerpiece here by moving guys up and trying to get towards the center, because the further you move your meeples up this center, it gives you better stuff. So this is a really, really fun game. I really like how this one flows. It has 2 expansions as well as a big box set that have come out. The first one's being Gates of Gold. So this one, I'm not sure what it adds. It adds more Townsfolk card, which is really cool here. So it's going to add more things to do with Townsfolk to then pair on your tableau, because then they do stuff like, a lot of them like make resources better, trade things. That's the way the Shem Phillips games, a lot of them work is he'll have some sort of board mechanic like worker placement, action selection, and then most all of them will have some sort of card collection as well that then interact with those selections you make either by worker placement or however it works. So it's really cool. For the West Kingdom line, the first one's called Architects of the West Kingdom, and it is a worker placement, and it's a really unique idea with worker placement because you have multiple people on worker spots, and the more workers are on the spot, they do better and better things. So your opponents, like you and your opponents, actually add to what you're doing. Then there's one called Paladins, which is a really cool action selection game. You're going to be taking an action on your board, and then that's going to be doing something. And it's a good resource management, really good engine build game. Really like Paladins. This is one of my favorite games out there, Paladins of the West Kingdom. We'll have to review it sometime. And this Viscounts is really cool because it's got that movement selection. So he takes the theme by all of these and they typically like use the same resources and a lot of the same themes. And he puts a different mechanic, baseline mechanic for the game, being whether it be action selection, movement, worker placement. So really, really huge fan. I think Shem Phillips is actually my favorite designer in board games. If I would say that the games that I've played that are just consistently good and I want to keep playing his games, Shem Phillips is really, really good for that. The Explorers of the North Sea is really good. Raiders of the North Sea is extremely good. Very, very good designers. Games look nice and I mean, they're cute games for sure with the artists and the theme and things like that. So we have Keepers of the West Kingdom. So it adds more townsfolk cards as well and starting cards. So I guess if you play this a lot, then so you'll have lots of replayability. So I actually haven't played Viscounts very often. I've only played it twice, and I want to play it more. It's just sometimes it's hard to get to the table because it is like typically a harder game to teach new players and whatnot. And so this came out too. What I'm really liking what Renegade's been doing with especially Shem Phillips line is then they've been coming out with this big box that could actually hold everything, because they come in these small boxes. Look, this thing's already penetrating out. And this box doesn't even fit its own content. That's what Renegade is notorious for, this crap. So this big box is going to be able to hold it all. So it's just a storage box, and I think it comes with 12 promos even for Viscounts in here. So you even get a little more game content, and you get a big box to store everything. So I'm really liking they do that when they get the expansions out, and then you can have everything in one box rather than rummaging around for different boxes and expansions. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video of things I got in today. There's definitely some interesting stuff with Pokemon. As always, if you haven't checked out our Patreon, it's patreon.com/roguedeckbuilder. I highly encourage you to do so. We have a great thing going here where I hopefully save you money, and your Patreon goes a long way to keeping our content flowing, as well as our store here in rural Utah open. So I appreciate everyone that has become patrons, and it's a pleasure doing business with you. Anyway, this has been Kevin with the Rogue Market, the Rogue Deck Builder, Gone Rogue Games, whatever other channel I'm working on this time. Who knows with my sporadic mind what project I'm on. Thanks for watching.